Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about recovery and pornography addiction. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and hit that bell. Do you know what the steps are for recovery for pornography addiction? I have 9 of them. If you want to know more, stay with me for a few minutes. Relax, put your feet up. I am the Comfortable Counselor. I'm here to help you write your chapter 2. Let's do this. Pornography addiction is a debilitating addiction in that, like any other addiction, it destroys lives, marriages, families. It's a worldwide problem, and it becomes more prevalent every day, unfortunately. So I have clients every once in a while who come in and need help overcoming this type of addiction. And so what I tell them, and I know this may sound crazy, but you have to turn your life upside down. So what does that mean? Right now, if you think about it, if you have a pornography addiction or any other addiction, your top priority right now is getting your next fix, whatever that may be, and then you have your priorities to come after that. So what you want to do really is to turn that upside down so that those things that are suffering the most actually become the top of your list. So I have about 9 of those steps, ideas that I have that can help you overcome your addiction to pornography. 1, filters. Filters for your phone, filters for your laptop, computer, tablet, whatever electronic device that you have, please put a filter on it. And here's the important thing about the filters. In regards to passwords, and sometimes those filters will notify another person where you have gone so far in your internet searches, etc. Maybe not be your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever it is. It may be somebody else, and we'll talk more about that here in a few minutes. Number 2, delete everything. When I say delete everything, anything you've downloaded, pictures, movies, video clips, whatever that is possibly on your devices, just scrub everything. Do a reset, a factory reset, whatever it's going to take, is just to get rid of everything so that you can start off with a clean slate. Limit your screen time. That's number 3. Limit your screen time. The more you're on these devices, the more temptation you have to go places, because the web is an awesome place. It really can help us out. I believe that it has given us more knowledge and education and a connection with the world that's made it smaller, so we're more connected to our fellow man. So number 3, limit your screen time. That's your phone time, your tablet time, your computer time, even video games. And if you don't realize, and I'm betting you probably don't, if you don't realize how much time you're spending on these devices, there are literally apps that will tell you you've been on X number of minutes, hours, and it can tell you where you spend most of your time. It is good to find out where you spend your time when you do go on these devices. Also, find an accountability partner. I mentioned that before earlier. You don't always want to use your partner in regards to the person that you live with, spend time with, you have a relationship with. Unless they're very strong and supportive in that regards, then yeah, no problem. If you have that kind of open, clear, safe relationship, yeah, I say go for it. But most of the time, you can find those types of partners in like support groups, 12-step groups. There are Christian-based groups that have those types of meetings where they talk about addiction in general. Sometimes it's specific about pornography. But whatever you do, start to find somebody who you feel safe with so that you can tell somebody what's going on in your life and where you're struggling, so that they can help you, if nothing else, just to listen to you. So that was number 4 in regards to finding somebody to be your accountability partner. Number 5, counseling. Chances are, if you have something going on in your life like an addiction, pornography addiction, there might be something underneath there that's causing these thoughts to come into your mind in the first place. And it could be just something as simple as anxiety, depression, PTSD, past trauma. When I say something as simple as that, what I mean by that is that there's a reason why you're engaging in your addiction, pornography addiction, sex addiction, and it can be figured out by way of talking to a professional, and hoping that you will take that step and cover all bases in regards to being able to find the root cause of why you engage in the pornography addiction in the first place. Next thing, that's number 6, is journaling. Journaling, I know it sounds crazy. You think of, well, only 12-year-old girls who are in middle school might do the Dear Diary thing, but no, journaling is so powerful. I do it every day. I gratitude journal. My wife and I, we talk about our day and what things we're grateful for. Journaling is powerful because, one, you can say what you're grateful for, and that does help the addiction process, but also it helps you to put down your thoughts and your feelings. It helps you to know yourself, is what I'm trying to say. At this point in your life, when you're trying to overcome the addiction, the more you get to know yourself, to really know your thoughts and feelings, to know what's going on in your mind, to know what your triggers are, and that's the next thing I want you to journal, is to write down what triggered you that day to make you think of X, Y, and Z to make the next step to go look for pornography. Journaling is a great way. It's like free therapy almost, I would call that, right? So, but taking opportunities to start writing your thoughts down. Also, number 7, get healthy. Diet, exercise, sleep. Your body needs to become tuned, a fine-tuned running machine. The healthier you are in the inside in regards to your health, your physical health, it's going to be better for you mentally, psychologically, emotionally to manage those feelings that are tempting you in the first place to go engage in pornography. It's a very holistic way of looking at the recovery process. It's not just one thing, it's not just two things, it's a whole bunch of things that are involved with you and your person, because there are many parts of you, many beautiful parts of you that need to be just tweaked a little bit. You're not broken. You just need some tweaking here and there. I promise you, if you'll take those little steps and create new little habits, they will all accumulate to a very powerful weapon in combating this thing called pornography addiction. Get spiritual. I'm not talking church, although I do recommend that if that is something that's going to help you in your recovery. Because when we have an opportunity to be with other people who have similar goals, and we have a strength of higher power, great place to start. But I'm talking meditation, I'm talking yoga, doing some, intentional reading on subjects that inspire you, motivate you, educate you. Those are the things that I would call spiritual, and that they help balance you, and they help you to see that there's so much out there to learn about, and it helps us to center ourselves and see ourselves in the universe in regards to the role we play. So that's the kind of spirituality I'm talking about. I recommend it to anyone, whether you are in recovery or not. It just helps us to get along in life a little better. So number 8 was spirituality. Number 9, take responsibility for your recovery. When I have clients who I see for counseling or for coaching, I say this over and over again. If I see you once for an hour, once every 2 weeks, how much stuff is going on in between there in regards to what are you doing to take responsibility and accountability for your own recovery, your own counseling, your own coaching? There's one of me, like I said, you only see me once or twice a month. Are you reading books about your addiction, specifically about pornography, videos, YouTube videos, audiobooks, all the times other like workbooks and programs, and there are groups and people who are like-minded? What are you doing outside of my office? When you come to see me and then you leave my office, what are you doing? I hope you're being proactive, because I can't do it. Nobody can do it by themselves in a position of being a counselor or coach. It has to be a two-way street. That was number 9. Here's a bonus tip. Probably the most important thing of all the steps in your recovery for pornography addiction is self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for your past mistakes. Forgive yourself for your slips, your relapses, because they are going to happen, and you accept that about yourself, to know that you're not perfect, and that you can hit that reset button. You can get back on track, and it's going to be okay. Because there's nothing worse than having guilt and shame on top of you, making you feel worse than you already do about something that you've done. So that is extremely important, is self-forgiveness in the recovery process. And I promise you that if you will do that, your process will be easier. So this is what my video is about this week. I hope you've gotten something positive out of that. But if nothing else, remember, this is your life. This is your story. You have the power and the ability to write it or rewrite it as many times as you want. Please subscribe. Please hit that bell. Leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. I am the Comfortable Counselor. I'm here to help you write your chapter 2. I have a new videos coming out every Sunday. I have a catalog of videos. Please check them out. Please have a great week.